One of the people in this place, as there's a
It would
million.
be stupid for me to ignore the fact that there's one lady, four guys. That Gash has had a great. For me, I look at the two of them really strong competitors. Been slept twice, no?
What did you do?
Too much fat.
I've dated the mother and the daughter the same time.
Okay, I think at this point I need to officially say this. Biggie just packed all the bad boys in Zanzi and put in Big Brother Zanzi. Oh my god, of all the stories, of all the things that I was expecting Libo to say, like literally, I did not expect to hear Libo say, you know what, I did two sisters, two siblings. Ah, Libo. For some reason, Libo has just been throwing all his spotlights. We've been seeing all his lights in this week 10 in the Big Brother and Zanzi show. And I wish this light, I wish we had seen this light earlier in the show. Like maybe he would have been my favorite. Maybe, I mean, I would have blown his trumpet louder. But I don't know why Libo has just been cracking up for this week 10. I'm not gonna lie, he is one of the people that has given me the highest highlight. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be giving you the gist. I'm gonna be talking about the midnight conversations, the funny, interesting conversations that's going on in Biggie's house. I'm gonna be talking about how comfortable this housemate in the Big Brother and Zanzi show actually we found out they became. And we're going to see the people that are willing to extend their stay in Biggie's house. You guys, I'm going to be giving you the gist, the full gist, the conversations that has happened, the diary session, and a lot more. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. My name is Juliet, and you're welcome to another update of the Big Brother and Zanzi show. If you are a lover of reality show and real-time stories, please click on the red subscribe button right now so that you do not miss a thing. You become part of this community. Turn on the post notification bell so that you always get a lot of my video every time I share new content. Guys, let's get into the gist already. So guys, in one of the midnight conversations, we literally had these guys have like conversations about their virginity, the people they stole their virginity, and sexuality. There's been a lot of sexuality talk in Biggie's house, and I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? We know you guys are honey, but hey, you guys take it easy. We just have just a matter of hours and it will be all over. It is a matter of hours to be all over. You guys can have all the fun that you want to have. So you guys, I mean, we literally heard Gastron made confessions. Gastron was like, you know what, I've been with a daughter and a mother. And I'm like, gosh, hey, baddest boy in the house, take it easy. I hear you. Gaston shared his story. I mean, one of Gaston's story was the virgin girl that came to the house and was tying a towel and then like, hey, you can have all of me. I was like, okay, this one sounds like a regular story. But hearing Gaston talk about a daughter and a mother, hey, and Themba was like, no, I cannot do that. And Gas was like, I enjoyed it. And I'm like, this guy is a freak. Gaston is a big time freak. I said so. I mean, I'm looking at the fact that Themba is not a freak. I mean, when we look at Themba, the first impression we're going to have is this guy is a bad guy. I mean, looking at his inks, looking at everything around him, his piercing, like, this guy, he looks like he's going to be that person that would want to do everything. But I mean, literally hearing Themba say, you know what, I can't do that. I'm like, okay, maybe this guy has a level to what he can actually do when it comes to his sexuality. We actually heard Libo say, you know what, he has received 2 great slaps in his life. And one of the interesting slaps he received was one in church. I think he was standing by the pew eating or doing something funny, and then he got this unexpected slap. And then the second slap was after dating a girl. They broke up. The girl said she was not interested anymore, and he was like, okay. So the girl's sister was like, you know what, I think, well, I like you. And the girl was like, okay. And the two of them got home and they got freaky, and the mother came back in the middle of whatever, and was like, when he was explaining who he was, and the mother looked at him, I was like, remember that he had been with the other girl? And he said, mother said, please come. And it was bow on Libo's face. When Libo was giving that gist, I was like, Libo, 2 sisters, you're a freak too. Big time freak. So this conversation was going on. Themba and we really didn't have much to say about that. But guys, anyways, we saw this continuation of this conversation happen in the morning. This time it was Tuls, it was Mpo, it was still Libo. I don't know, but Libo, there was a lot of things Libo did not do in the house that I know he feels like he would have done. So, Tuls was just talking about sexuality, Sister Mara, BU, heterosexual.
The night thing with him and
So this
Tamara.
conversation about Norman being
I think that's what
heterosexual, I
he
think it
feared.
came from this proposal to Sister Mara. You guys remember when Norman was up for nomination? I think that was just a nomination stunt, not to get evicted, if you ask me. So guys, this leads me to the other question: who is your all-time favorite in the Big Brother Zanzi season 3? Like literally, guys, let us know. Forget the top 8, top 10, top 5, top whatever. Who is your all-time favorite in the Big Brother and Zanzi show? Looking at this 20 housemates who graced the show this season. Let me know your thoughts, guys. In the diary session, I'm not gonna lie, one of the people that also made me realize how comfortable this housemate really got in this season of Big Brother and Zanzi was when Gashon was actually saying that he regrets some of the things that he did that made him uncomfortable. Like, I just know that one thing Gashon he keeps on talking about, regret. I'm very sure it's all his sex escapades. The whole thing. I don't know why he's just repeating it. I don't think there's a big deal to what happened between Gashon and Yodis. Can we just forget that gist and move on? Like, seriously. So I don't know why Gashon keeps on repeating. Maybe he's feeling like the more he talks about it, the more Tato would forgive him. And I'm like, please, these guys are adults. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. And then Gashon talked about how comfortable he was in the house and he's going to miss the house. We hear this part in every of the Big Brother season where housemates come in the house, they're like, oh God, I can't wait for the show to be over. And the next thing they're like, oh God, I'm enjoying Biggie's house. And literally this conversation, in the diary session, I mean, literally we heard all these housemates literally say that they're going to miss Biggie's house. They've been very comfortable, that the house has a very warm atmosphere around it. And I'm not going to lie, I think I really liked the Zanzi mansion this season. It was really comforting. The diary room was really comforting. The kitchen was really home standard. Like, it didn't look like a reality show. It felt like this was home. This is home. I mean, I had that feeling. I don't know about you, but we literally had Mpo and Tuls have a conversation about how comfortable Biggie's house is. I mean, we literally had people saying that she wished she could have her birthday in Biggie's house, maybe even if the show is over. Like, Biggie says, you know what, you can come and have your party in the house. And I'm like, okay, does this privilege ever exist? I don't know, man, but it's quite hilarious to watch this housemate get comfortable. I mean, Paul was like, you know what, I'm going to turn the gym to my office. I'm going to turn the party house. I'm going to move the party house from where it is to the gym. And I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Can these guys be? I mean, they literally have been very real. And the house has this therapeutic feeling that I feel like the Big Brother team decided to take their time to like make sure they brought into the house. Because this year we had actually saw a lot of mental tasks that it would have been very, very worry for this housemates if there was no comfortable environment. I mean, there was a fire space, there was a garden, there was a jacuzzi area, like all in one space. We could find comfortable comfort zones in the Big Brother show. And I think I really like that. And guys, at this point, I'm just looking at it like Big Brother Zanzi and Big Brother Niger. I mean, what's the big difference? I don't know, but this question keeps popping into my head. If you are a lover of the Big Brother Niger, and you also watch the Big Brother and Zanzi show, what do you see as a difference that happened in the house, especially among the housemates? For me, I noticed a lot of difference in the Big Brother and Zanzi show. And one of the things I noticed is the fact that the Big Brother and Zanzi housemates were not overly fashion conscious. I'm not gonna lie. I think I love that part about them, that we saw people repeating clothes and it wasn't like it was a big deal. We didn't see any of the housemates ridicule them, apart from the parts where Terry and Bo were actually talking about Tato's fashion sense. I really didn't see that in this Big Brother and Zanzi. And I'm like, okay, is this how South Africans are? I really like this fact that they are not fashion freaks that freak out when they see their faves not put up like a show every single time in their dressing. I mean, we could see people like Nali who came into the show. Like, she wore a bikini for a long time and we suddenly got comfortable with that. It wasn't like something she was dragged for. Yes, I know the online people would always drag, but for me, I felt like it was comfortable to see the fact that this housemate didn't get on urge. They did not pack their 10 boxes to come into the Biggie's house, just to put up a fashion show for us. I know this is part of the thing that makes the show interesting. I mean, people like Mpo got attention because of her dress sense and all that, but I kind of still like the vibe that the majority of the housemates were not overly so into those things. We're seeing them more for their personality than for the trivial things that they had. I don't know, but I just kind of noticed that, because you guys know, if it's Big Brother Nigeria, people are going to drag the hell out of anybody who comes into the house and repeats clothes like more than once or twice. I mean, I don't know, but I think I kind of gravitated into the South African culture watching the Big Brother and Zanzi show, and I think I really love their style. I love their culture. I love their belief system and structure. There are so many highlights for me. I'm watching the Big Brother and Zanzi show. You guys, if you have any, let me know in the comment section. How do you enjoy the show? What was the highest spotlight for you? What was the thing that really made you like enjoy the housemates and even Big Brother's house? For me, again, one of the things I noticed in the Big Brother and Zanzi show this year is that these housemates didn't look like they all came from high glory places. Yes, I mean, there's this narrative around when the Big Brother Nigeria comes up. I mean, it's just one or two persons that are the ordinary people. The other people come from high profile backgrounds, they have high profile backgrounds and all that. For the Big Brother and Zanzi show, we see like more natural people, more common people, more everyday kind of people in the house, and I think I like that vibe. If you guys know what I mean, let me know in the comment section. But you guys, this is actually the vibe in the house. There's nothing really loud going on. We're looking forward to the Friday Arena games. Literally, this is going to happen. We're going to look out for who is going to take it home. I'm praying Mpo gets to win, or Gashwan gets to win Friday Arena game, because I think they're the only ones who haven't won the Friday Arena games. I think Lipo too hasn't won that. But anyways, it is what it is. I'll be back here with more updates on what's up in Biggie's house. For now, guys, thank you so much for your watch time. So I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao, guys.